Well, good morning. This is Stephen Wynn with Loving the Coronavirus program, part of Healing the Heart of America. Our website is healingtheheartofamerica.org. And I would just greet you from Iowa, where we're having an extraordinarily beautiful spring day. I trust that's true for you, and you are wherever you are. So, the last 2 days of the course. So this morning I thought we'd just sort of revisit, after taking a 4-day hiatus, through our lower chakras. We went through them with the perspective that in dealing with the world, to have a happy, healthy, prosperous, and loving life, loving relationships, in particular the 3 lower chakras need to be cleared out and healed. But now let's return to our overall theme of loving this coronavirus. And so, just to perhaps stir up some energy on it, now that we've been going through this for almost a month, and we're at least 6 weeks into this lockdown, how do you feel about this pandemic? How do you feel about the coronavirus? Happy that it's happened? How do you feel about the lockdown? How about your financial health? Who do you know, or perhaps yourself, know people who have been personally ravaged by this virus? Or perhaps you're from a city, New York City, New Jersey, Louisiana, where it's just been devastating. And if you're not from there, what feelings come up for you about those really hot spots for this virus? And what happens to the world now? Is this a massive net shift for the positive? For the negative? What goes on? How do you feel about the uncertainty going forward? States starting to unlock, open up. Some would say way prematurely, that they just don't get how devastating this virus would be. Others are saying no. It looks more like very low mortality rate, not much worse than the flu. And we have to take care of the people who are locked up, who are being abused, who are committing suicide, who are diving into drugs and alcohol. Take care of them as much as people who are dying from the virus. So, just to stir the pot, remember which reactions, what's bothering you, or just what's in your life. It doesn't have to be about the coronavirus, but it's easier to find it right now than once we go deeply inside of our hearts. Once we get deeply inside of our hearts, we look at the world from the depth of our heart, and it's perfect. It can get better, but it's perfect. So, with that, let's just set that aside for a moment. Notice your state, how you're feeling this morning, your presence in your room, in your body, everything, just what's going on, and be aware of it. It's sort of our ground state for the morning. So, with that baseline set, let's begin this process of moving into our hearts. We start by sitting up straight, feet on the floor. And just put one hand on top of the heart, put the other hand on top of it. And let's just say good morning, good day, good evening, wherever we are. And just honor and connect to our heart. Perhaps you can feel your heartbeat through your palms, through your fingertips. Perhaps not. It's okay. This is an ancient posture, a posture of power, because the heart is the deep power within us. We're very connected to that deep power. And just check and notice, sitting with our hands on our heart, how much has changed within you. What's your clarity level, your peace level, your compassion level? How awake inside are we? How connected to our body are we? Just from sitting with our hands on our heart for a minute or two. And let your hands down when you're comfortable. And let's go deeper into our hearts by using this wonderful meditation called Heart Rhythm Meditation, brought back from the Desert Fathers and the Desert Mothers, from the 4th and 5th centuries, the Middle East, Syria, Egypt, Jordan, Palestine, Israel. And I always thank Puran and Susanna Bear for doing this research and bringing it out. You can check out their website, iamheart.org. But let's just sit up straight, a little straighter, feet on the floor, and posture is really important here. Energetic meditations, it's more important actually than mental meditations, but it will help there too. Maybe lift up the shoulders, roll them back, let the shoulders fall back. Let the head sort of move slowly around, aligning it, perfect alignment over the spine. Usually we have to tilt the head forward and the chin back a little bit to get that alignment. And now let's just pay attention to our breath, to our respiration, to our lungs, to our nostrils. How freely do we breathe? Is one nostril more open than the other? How full the inhale, how full the exhale. from here, let's move into a full inhale and a full exhale. Same alignment of posture. With full exhale, we mean we pull the abdominal muscles all the way back toward the spine. And then you just exhale smoothly, easily, abdominally. And just continue that. Full inhale, full exhale. In a gracious, stately pace. We don't want to be hyperventilating. Fill the abdominal area up and then allow the chest to fill up. Squeeze all the way back on the exhale. And after a minute or two of this, just notice what happens with a very full breath. We're actually filling our system with life force, with prana, chi. What happens to your experience, your internal state, when we infuse our being, our body, our heart with this life force? How awake do you become? How much energy do you feel? How alive are you right now? Do you feel energy pulsing in any part of your body? Now let's begin the more formal part of our heart rhythm meditation practice, where we connect the rhythm of our breath with the rhythm of our heartbeat. For most of us, that translates to inhale to 8 heartbeats and exhale to 8 heartbeats. For those of you that are new, it just amazes me people drop in the last week or so, but you're very welcome here. If you haven't yet noticed your heartbeat internally, it's okay to feel your pulse here, on your wrist, on your neck. Feel your pulse and just go with that count of your pulse. Could be 6 heartbeats, could be 10, 12, whatever's comfortable for you. It's also perfectly acceptable to simply count. Count of 8 in, 8 out, just the right pace for you. It will show up, this internal awareness of your heartbeat. It's just practice. It's just noticing. It happens. And if you have a name for your heartbeat, please use that. It's a very powerful attunement to some great being, usually one with a two-syllable name. Rama, Krishna, Devi, Lakshmi, Amma, Buddha, Allah for the Sufis, Jesus, Abba, Amma, Mary for the Christians. And just continue. I'll say 8. 8 heartbeats in, 8 heartbeats out. And we'll just do that quietly for a minute or two. Check in again and notice what's going on internally now. By now we're pretty deep within our hearts. How are you in terms of your peacefulness, your quietness, compared to, say, just after holding our hands on our hearts? Is it deeper, quieter? Or compared to when we began, after I asked all those questions inviting you to find what you don't like, what you're resisting, who you're judging? How about the energy in your body? What's happened to that? The quietness. It's the clarity within, your texture. Just from a few minutes of this. So let's go back to one of our basic practices of just breathing into our heart. And the oxygen, the air goes in through the nose, but the energy just comes into our heart. And then as we exhale, the energy just goes out of the heart. Keeping up this pattern of 8 heartbeats on the inhale, 8 on the exhale. We inhale, we fill up with energy. We exhale. We allow that energy to flow out into the world. Inhale to 8 heartbeats. Exhale, and the energy just flows back out. So we've done that many times before. You're pretty good at it. Let's change it slightly through our intention. Where when we inhale, we fill our heart with energy, and we just fill up. And we exhale, sort of like allow our energetic body to expand from around us. We inhale, we fill up, and just see if you can't notice an energy field around yourself. You may not get it immediately, that's okay. You can let your imagination lead the way here. But what we want to do is on the inhale, we fill up. Just let our energetic body expand right there, actually. And then just exhale. Let the air go out, but keep the energetic body out there. Inhale to the count of 8 heartbeats. Fill up our energetic body and let it expand. When we exhale, we just let that energy go out, but keep the energetic body expanded out. In the beginning, you may just experience your energetic body expanding out a few inches. Inhale, fill up with energy, expand your energetic body out. And then just let that air out, keeping the energetic body full. Inhale, expand some more, let your energetic body expand freely. Fill your room. You just might begin to notice how your sense of self has expanded to encompass the room you're sitting in. Like there's a strange part of yourself out there. It's very normal, it's very natural. Feels a little different in the beginning. but it becomes very, very normal. And if it's comfortable, on the next inhale, fill up with energy. Allow your energetic body to expand to fill your city or your state. It's all done by your intention. What you're really doing is you're noticing what's already there. We are infinite energetic beings, and all we're doing is claiming our status by noticing and filling up the energy into our city, into our state. On this next inhale, fill up with some more energy and allow your energetic body to expand and fill up the country that you live in. And now you're very expanded. Go ahead and expand to fill up the world. Again, it's okay if your imagination leads the way on this. Eventually your energetic body will follow. And could you allow yourself to be aligned with the vast intelligence of the being that is in charge of this planet? A great service this being provides. The world works because of this being, this embodiment of earthly intelligence. Inhale, expand out even further. Would it be okay with us if we expand to fill up the solar system, the sun and the moon, the planets, the Van Allen asteroid belt, all the planets? It's as if it's one energetic system, the solar system. And we have expanded to be one in alignment with this solar system. The center of this solar system is the sun. Could you allow your heart to expand to include your solar plexus? And allow that to expand out to encompass and be one with the sun? Just pull that energy in on the next inhale. Could you allow on the next exhale to expand out to fill our galaxy, this beautiful Milky Way galaxy, shaped like a disk, our solar system, I think 2/3 of the way out towards the rim. Could we love the fact that we are this tiny bit of energy in this vast solar system, a tiny speck in this galaxy, this Milky Way galaxy? Inhale back into our hearts. As we exhale, could we allow ourselves to expand to encompass the entire universe? The vast, innumerable galaxies just like the Milky Way. And just allow that energetic body to expand out to the far reaches of creation. You may notice there's no wall there. There's just more space at that far end of the galaxy. So here we are, connected to our heartbeat, our energetic body expanded out to encompass all of creation. Would it be okay for us to recognize our status as a vast, energetic being with the heart, the center point of our world, of our universe? Breathe into this beautiful, beautiful heart, vast beyond comprehension at its deepest levels. And can we recognize that everyone on this call, everyone on this planet also has a vast universal heart, the center point of their world? And could you allow your heart to connect to this vast network of hearts? At this very deep level, we call this the universal heart, composed of the synergy, the collectiveness, the oneness of all our individual hearts. Breathe into your heart, 8 heartbeats in, 8 heartbeats out, fully connected, fully creating creation at this level of life, in collaboration with every other infinite heart. In collaboration with the underlying field supporting this heart. Could we allow ourselves to connect to this very deep rhythm of our heart, the other hearts, the universal field of this heart? So we move in, Rishi, Devata, Chandas, mind, idea, expression. We always come down to 3 values whenever we have all of these hearts as one value. All of our hearts, all the celestial beings, the Devata value, with this underlying, the Western metaphysical tradition that's called the kingdom of the angels. You can say the kingdom of the devas, the jinns, whatever your tradition is. That's who we are. And we go a little deeper and we become the Rishi value. At this level, it's a kingdom of men. That quiet Rishi value within each one of us, silent value. There's another third part of this rhythm of the Western metaphysical tradition, the kingdom of the elementals, the Elohim. There's 5 great elemental beings, sometimes divided into 7 elemental kingdoms. from this deep, deep place, just exploring the connection of these deep rhythms of life, unmanifest rhythms. And it's okay. We feel what we feel. We experience what we experience. What do you experience here? That's what counts. From this great place, could we welcome into our presence, into our hearts, this coronavirus, the COVID-19 virus? Could we invite within us the totality of the kingdom of the viruses and look at them from the depth of our hearts? And when we sit in the depth of our heart, what do you see when you look upon the kingdom of the viruses? Some of us will still see resistance. It's okay. Some of us will be wary still. Could you welcome that caution up into your heart and just love that? And love it some more. And just let it go. We've heard that message. Could you allow yourself to be grateful for that message? And could you allow yourself to be safe while you look at this kingdom of the viruses, which you may not realize yet from your perspective of your mind, that there are many wonderful viruses there, billions of them, that serve the divine plan. Could you greet them from the perspective of the divine plan when we sit at that level of life? And could we thank this collective kingdom of viruses for the great service in the unfolding of the divine plan? Check to see if you have some disbelief there. It's okay. Whatever comes up is perfect. Could you welcome that up? Just love that. Be with it. Honor the wisdom of your body, the intelligence of your body. There's a reason for that message, that disbelief to show up, whatever it is. There's a reason. Can you hear it? Love it. And then refer back to the depths of your heart to integrate that, and see from the depths of your heart this magnificent kingdom of the viruses. And allow yourself to be completely safe in this invincible depth of the heart. Could we again greet this kingdom of viruses with great love and respect, and just energetically welcome in this energy into our being, into our heart, sort of like a homeopathic sort of like a homeopathic remedy. We welcome in at this very deep level, at the level of pure love, where we are completely safe. We become one. Check to see if you want to be separate from this virus. And let me just ask a discriminating question. When we want to move into the state of complete oneness, do we really want to be saying, I want to be one with everything except the viruses? It just doesn't work that way, does it? Could we just let go of any resistance there? Any wanting to be separate? Let that go. Love it. It's our body trying to protect us. It's okay. It doesn't have the vastness of wisdom that we have right now. It has great, great wisdom. But the depth of the heart doesn't see it that way. Could we let go of wanting to be separate from this coronavirus and all viruses? And at some level of your life, just say yes. We could let go of that wanting to be separate. And would it be okay for you, if you're ready, to move into oneness? Could you just set that intention? Maybe it happens right now. Maybe it later. It's all right. We've had decades of defending how separate we are. It may take a little bit to let that go and move into oneness, unity. Could you just say yes to that again? It's okay. It's okay to move, live, and be in oneness. It's okay. And just pull your energy back into your heart, fully present in your heart. Fully present in your body. Perhaps feel the energy of your feet firmly planted on the floor. And again, it's always helpful to notice your experience, the texture of your awareness, the texture of your energy. Allow your energy body to come back to your old boundaries, if you will, or even more expanded if you want. And just take a minute or two to come out of this meditation. The reason we go into our hearts is because it's the home of the infinite dynamism value of life. Our minds, our brains seem to be more the center of our awareness. We want to live as infinite silence, fully in infinite dynamism, infinite energy, fully energized, fully silent. A powerful force to fulfill not just our own heart's desires, but the desires of the heart, the universal heart, our collective heart that we call the divine plan. And I thank you for stepping into that role. So I've just opened up the Q&A session. So if there is anyone who has been stirred up and wants to work, anyone who has a gain to share, anyone, we have someone. It's on the computer, so we have a name. Good morning, Aaron.
Hi, Stephen. Can you hear
Welcome.
Me? Hi.
Beautifully. You have a lovely voice.
Well, thank you. I've been listening to these sessions for a couple of weeks, and started back when you were doing the Heart of America, one of the first classes,
Nice.
and I just want to express my deep gratitude for helping me to come into my heart and process all this that's going on. And I don't have a specific question. I'm really definitely, I've been afraid to jump on all these times because but I thought I'm just going to jump on and see what happens.
So fabulous. Fabulous. Suppose we start with just that hesitancy, that resistance to stepping forward. Would that be a place to start?
Yeah, that's a good place to start.
Yeah, so you notice that, you've been on these courses, and I'm delighted to hear that. They've been going on now about a year, and always hesitant to speak up. So, can you feel that feeling, that hesitation, that right now?
Yeah, right now it's nervousness. It's my heart is beating faster.
Yes.
And I feel nervous, scared, yet excited and anticipatory.
Fantastic. So can you just be with that nervousness and your heart beating fast?
Yes.
Just welcome it up. And do you notice that, or can you see that this is some energy within you that is presenting itself to you for a reason?
Yes.
Yeah, you can see that, can't you?
Yeah, I can.
Can you just love that energy for doing that great favor for you?
Now I can say yes, I can, whereas before taking your classes and a lot of other explorations I've done, I couldn't understand it as something that was good. It always kept me from doing anything. The fear of speaking, fear of trying, and So yes, I can welcome it now.
Yes.
Thank you, Stephen. Wow,
this is a big shift, isn't it? Yeah. So keep welcoming it. Yeah, I know. This is like a major development in terms of your energy mastery.
Yeah, kind of moving from resisting to accepting and embracing in a way.
Yes. Would it be okay with you if you just expanded a bit and moved into a place where you could embrace all of the feelings that are, haven't presented themselves yet? You know they will at some point. Could you just let them know they are welcome here?
Yes.
Yeah, you could.
I could. I have always tended to resist them and judge myself for having them.
Yes. Yes.
But I think I can move to welcoming them.
Can you see that in this process of welcoming all this energy that you've been suppressing and pushing aside and not welcoming in the past, can you see this is a major step of your integration?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Would it be okay with you if you just honor the fact that you're beginning to step into being a truly integrated person?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
That's my deepest heart's desire.
Yes. 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 And I'll make something up here and say, if you ever had twin daughters, would you ever love one and not the other?
No.
No. And that's what you have here with this energy, isn't it? So could you just love this energy? I know you have the heart. You have the heart to do this. Could you love this energy some more? Yeah.
Yeah.
And even still more.
Yes, I could.
And would it be okay with you if this process of loving this side of yourself that you're opening up to now allowed you to shift into a new way of integrating and greeting the world? Would that be okay with you? Yes.
It would be okay, yes.
So looking at the world, right now you have people that you love and you cherish and you're happy to interact with. And there's people you avoid, right?
Definitely.
Definitely. Would it be okay for you, just for a moment, you don't have to live here just right now, if you looked at the people you avoid and allow yourself to see them the same way that you've been seeing this energy within you that you've been avoiding? Would that be okay with you?
With all my heart. With all my heart.
Yes.
I think I've been wanting to, but not knowing how.
Yes.
And that's why I'm so drawn to your practice here, because I feel like it's a way to find that.
It's a way to, and we find that by opening the heart up. Yeah. And would it be okay with you if you sat in a field of absolute love when you greeted all these people you've been avoiding for all of your life? Would that be okay with you?
Awesome. Yes, it would.
You just found yourself living in such love that even if, their personalities are annoying or troublesome, that deep down you find a way to love the very depths of their being.
Yes.
It's okay, isn't it? Yes. And all these people that are really, we'll just call it acting out here, because they're not following the social norms, because it's easy for us to love the people that follow the social norms. Would it be okay for you to see them as acting out because they are so desperate for love?
Yes. You
Yeah.
know, I've been trying to do that with my mind, but I think the key here is to do it with my heart.
Yes. Yeah, your mind has all this baggage. I call it baggage. It has all these conditioned responses. There's a lot of wisdom in that also, but it's not going to drop all that. That's not what the mind does. It's not what we ask the mind to do. Would it be okay with you if you lived your life leading from your heart?
Yes, it would.
Yes. And does that feel possible, or does that feel impossible?
Well, if it feels possible, like I'm on the edge of it.
Yes.
And I've been seeking it and trying to do it with my mind and my actions and what I read and my counseling.
Right.
And
yes.
And now it's like I feel like I'm on the edge of it.
Yes. So perfect. And just, could you be gentle with yourself here and allow this to unfold at the pace that your heart desires?
Yes.
Yes. Could you allow your heart to love you?
Yes.
Yeah, you could, couldn't you?
I could.
Could you allow your heart to love your personality?
Yes.
Yes. And
I feel like I've been breaking through to that through your lessons these past couple weeks. I've been coming closer and closer to that place through listening to your helping the other people.
Good. So could you just give yourself a little bit more love and approval right now?
Yes.
And could you give yourself some more love and approval?
Yes. I'm not sure. I'm sticking with what that means.
So could you let go?
How do I do it?
Could you let go of trying to figure out how to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And could you just allow your heart to give you some love and approval? Would that be okay with you?
Yes, it would.
That's all we're doing here, is we're just giving permission. We're making a choice. You know, it's not like I'm asking you to irrevocably commit to having your heart love you all the time. Okay?
Okay.
I'm just asking you, would you rather not give yourself love and approval, or would you rather give yourself love and approval?
Oh, definitely rather give myself love and approval.
Yes, and how did that feel when you said that?
It felt true. It felt like what I've always really wanted.
Yes. So would it be okay with you if you just allowed yourself to have some more love and approval?
Yes.
Yes. And one more time. Could you just give yourself some love and approval?
Yes.
Yes. And all that time when you haven't been doing that, could you let go of disapproving of everything there in the past where you found it hard to do that?
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, just let go some more of all that disapproval you've had of yourself for not being perfect.
Yes.
Yes. Let go some more of that disapproval.
Yes.
Yes. And do you notice that when you let go of disapproval, when you give yourself love and approval, you move into this quiet, light, easy place?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Would that be okay with you if that became a living reality for you, where you live there 24/7?
Oh, yes. It's my heart's desire.
That's your heart's desire, isn't it? And would it be okay with you if you just move into that gracefully and easily at the right time?
Yes.
Yeah. And every time you find yourself avoiding your own energy feelings or the feelings, the energy of people out there, would that be okay with you if you just notice that and you go, oh, they're there to show me that I am not in my heart and I can go into my heart. Would that be okay?
Oh my gosh. Again, that's my heart's desire.
Yes.
Oh, my heart. That would be okay. That would be...
Right. So what that means is all these people out here that you've been reacting to are really there to help you. You see that? They're there to show you where your energy is.
I've heard that, and I've heard that, and I've heard that, and I've tried to wrap my mind around that and tried to make myself believe that, but now it's feeling like it's more real.
Yeah, you've made a big breakthrough here. A big breakthrough here.
Thank you.
So, could you be gentle with yourself if you fall off the wagon and then just get back on the wagon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because look, you've got a long history, and energy comes up. That's just how we all do it. But if it takes you 100 times doing that, that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah. I just had a picture in my mind of a sunny day in a wagon full of kids just happily laughing and falling off and jumping back on.
There we go. I think we're going to leave with that picture, okay?
Yeah.
All right, Erin. Congratulations, and thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, Stephen.
All right. Many blessings to you.
Thank you.
Okay. We have another person in line, area code 415. Good morning, 415. Tracy, this looks like your number. Are you there?
Hello, this is Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. Good morning.
Hi. I had forgot I had to unmute you. Unmute me, rather. I'm I'm struggling a bit today. First, I'll just say again is that my partner has been on the meditations.
Ah, nice. Welcome.
And he's not here now. And I'm struggling with a certain type of argument that happens, and I would just on it. But I find I'm a little nervous right now.
All right. Do you want to start with that? Is that a yes? I couldn't hear.
I guess I'm just feeling frustrated that I'm still dealing with this situation.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can look at it from the spiritual perspective, but there's still things to learn.
So, when you talk about looking at it from a perspective like that, that sounds like a statement out of your mind.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
I said, when you say, oh, I could look at it from this perspective, I'm saying that sounds like that's a statement out of your mind. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, can you welcome up that frustration?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you feel it in your body, or do you feel it as in your emotional field?
I think more the overriding emotion is just feeling sad, and I feel that in my heart.
Good. Good. So let's go to that sadness that you feel in your heart. Could you welcome up that sadness and just be with it?
Yes.
Nice. Could you be with it some more?
Yeah.
Yeah. And can you see that sadness as a part of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And would you rather love all the parts of you, or would you rather hate some of them?
I'm good with loving all the parts of me.
Good. Good.
I'm not good at loving this situation. I just feel a lot of grief at being in this situation, and
Yes. So that grief,
yeah.
that sadness, grief, can you feel that some more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you don't like the grief, is that right? Or do you like it?
It's more the origin of the grief, or the reason for the grief, that I resist.
Okay.
But
So
maybe I'm resisting the grief too.
So that origin. So you're resisting the origin, the cause of the grief. And how is that working for you? Is that solving the problem?
No.
No. So would you be willing to do something different here?
I would, yeah.
Okay, good. So since resisting and disapproving, not liking that the cause of this situation hasn't solved it, would it be okay with you if you just let go of disapproving of it?
Yes.
Yeah. And could you let go of disapproving of it some more?
Yes.
And more.
Yes.
And more.
Yes.
And more.
Yes.
Yeah, and more.
Yes.
And even this makes no sense, but just because it feels good, could you give that source of the problem some love and approval?
Yes.
And give it some more love and approval.
Okay.
And more.
Okay.
And more.
Okay.
And what's your experience right now?
I'm sorry, the connection isn't that great. What do I experience?
Sorry, you're chopping up a little. Could you say that again?
I couldn't hear what you said. The connection wasn't great.
So what are you experiencing right now?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
I feel more calm and sad.
So just a few minutes of letting go of disapproving and giving love and approval, and you notice a shift, right?
I still feel the emotions are released, so a calmness present at the same time.
Right. Is it okay with you if you feel that calmness and you let that calmness expand, get bigger? Yeah?
Well, there's a part of me that's resisting because I just want to deal with the issue and have it not affect me anymore and deal with it directly.
Right. And so we can go in there and work with the energy like that. And, from that level, it takes a fair amount of time. Or you can move into very much higher energy and deal with it from there, where it goes much faster. What would you like to do?
Could you say the second option?
Where you move into a higher energy up to courageousness, acceptance, and peace, and you release from there. That makes more sense,
Well,
doesn't
I think probably the answer is obvious.
Yes. Good. So even if you have resistance to it, could you love the resistance, honor the resistance, and allow yourself to move up into acceptance? Would that be okay with you?
Yes.
Yeah. And could you do that again? Feel the resistance, be with it, love it, and say, I choose to move into acceptance. You've been there many times. Or you could go to peace. Or you could go to courageousness. Courageousness actually sounds pretty good right now, Tracy. How do you feel about that?
I was wondering, would it be possible if I could just hang up right back? Because the line, I almost always have a really good connection, but it's not this time.
Yeah,
I'm calling on
call back.
Skype.
Yeah, call back.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, I'm guessing she can't get back onto this phone call. No, can't. No connection. Okay.
I don't know if you could hear me, but I just wanted to say thank you, and I just feel really heartbroken right now because it took a lot for me to raise my hand today, and obviously it's something for me, but it's just.
Of course, no, Tracy. I feel terrible also. It just doesn't work if we can't talk. So, just know everyone on this phone is here for you and holding for you to move into your heart where you're bigger and deeper than this stuff. Okay?
I feel so alone right now.
Yeah, I know. Just feel the feeling. Feel the feeling. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just feel the feeling. See, you're stuck down in the muck right now, and you can't release from here. You see that?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I said you're stuck down in the muck. You're stuck down in your stuff, and you can't release from here. You have to go to the higher energy to release.
Okay.
Okay? So can you... That's why I asked you before, could you allow yourself to expand? Does that work for you or not work for you?
Yes.
Good. We're just going to go to courageousness here. Could you allow yourself to expand even more?
Yeah.
And more.
Yeah. I really appreciate you making the effort. I can't hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So, Tracy, I'm gonna let you go because it's not working.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and what I said before was, if you can hear me now, go listen to other recordings where you and I were on the phone. Okay? That'll help you a lot.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay. So, well, we do have two people in line here. Area code 315. Hello?
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 Hello? Hello?
Who is this? Who is this?
This is Kathleen.
Hi, Kathleen. How are you?
I'm doing amazing, thanks to Tracy.
That's so great.
By you staying on the line with her long enough, I realized, oh my goodness, I was thinking that this stuff isn't working in my life. So I went on this, I put *6 because I was going to say to Tracy that the thing is working. When my husband and I, who likes to fight, I go and do the I love you, and when it gets too much and it doesn't seem like it's working, I go to the bathroom, and in the bathroom I release more. Every time when I come back to the living room, it's as if nothing ever happened. And
nice.
I always thought it didn't work until suddenly I realized, oh, it is working. He shut up.
Yes.
You know? It worked. It just didn't work. He didn't bow down, kiss my toe, give me roses, buy me a drink. He didn't do any of those things, so I thought it wasn't working. But it did work. Because, he shut up.
Because the argument ended. That's right. That's what I say. The person with a higher energy always wins.
Yeah.
Higher energy is more powerful energy. So, wow, that's a great gain, Kathleen, a really great gain.
And then I realized the same thing is happening with the coronavirus. That I've been loving it. I wanted it to go a certain way, the answers. And I realized, oh my goodness, it shut up in my life. That's the answer.
That's the answer.
It didn't go the way I wanted it to. My friends all have trouble still. There's still this war on blah, 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 blah. But the fact is, for me, I have this peace and quiet, so it worked for me. Does that make any sense? Maybe not.
Yes, no, that's how it is. It's our own world. We measure things in our own world, our own experience.
Oh.
Okay?
I was measuring it by what happens outside, outside of my own.
I know. So we all measure by the tendency is to measure by the press. How smart is that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What you want to do is you want to measure with your own experience. What's real in your world, what your experience is. And it's not that the rest of the world doesn't exist, but your energy is what you're measuring.
Oh, see, I was just poo-pooing my energy. I slammed the door on the energy because I figured, well, that's not a part of it. Ah, okay.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you very much for you and Tracy sticking with it as long as you did.
Yeah, I understand. Believe me, I was releasing in there also for her, and it just.
But yet, it was just at the last minute that I caught it. I go,
nice.
Oh my goodness, this is, I said, oh, cool. This is so cool. Thank you very much.
All right, Kathleen, thank you. All right, it's late. I have one more person in the queue that I will take, but I understand that people have to leave. Hello. It says Will here.
Yes, Steve. All I want to do is point out that free conference call has a whole list of national call-in numbers.
International account. Yeah, there's some for England. She knows that because she said that. I'll have to go look up the number.
Okay, sorry, I missed that. Okay.
Yeah, no. She knows that, so she should just, Tracy, if you're still on, you can still hear. Just look it up beforehand. So if we need to go that route next time.
Yeah, it shouldn't be very expensive if she goes through that, I think.
No, it should be almost. She calls it on her cell phone. It'll be nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Will. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, we'll take that as the time to end. And I'll just say goodbye to everybody, and with great love and gratitude to you all.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.